scrolling through YouTube, I found a video titled Dads Watches Women Collect Strangers' Old Socks to Use Instead of Sanitary Pads. Its purpose was to react to the video and the situation in like a comedic and amusing way. People in the comments bashed this woman because she was using sanitary pads because it was like a episode of Cheapskates, which is like a show on TLC. And in reality, the situation is saddening because people fail to realize that homeless women do this every day. It's not just an episode in Cheapskate. So no to the commentary saying that a sock is embarrassing. It's not embarrassing. Just let them be. They have no choice. And what's his song? Yeah. So homelessness is someone who is suffering from poverty and lives on the streets. When a woman is homeless, it means they do not have the money for food, hygiene products, or tampons or pads. Out of every 10,000 women, 13 are homeless. The reason I chose this topic was because homelessness is a worldwide issue that can happen to basically anybody. Whether or not we want to face this real world issue, we must realize that poverty is a real thing that is increasing every day. When women are homeless, they have to find ways for food to stay alive, as well as find a way to buy a pack of pads for their monthly cycle. Women should not have to choose a meal over a pack of pads. When researching the causes and effects of homelessness among women, I found that domestic violence victims, college students, elderly women, and pregnant teens were like the cause of most homelessness situations. So, although my topic is like homelessness among like women, I wanted to focus on College of the Canyons because college students specifically, it was gonna help me implement my project. So during my research, I wanted to find out how much it is to attend at COC, and I found out that before aid, it cost almost 24,000 before aid, and in a household of 0 to 30,000 household income, after aid, it's 4,000. This is annually. So if we look at this pie chart, the expenses as in like an independent college student that the student would face would be like rent, which is like 28,000 if they lived in Santa Clarita, which is like 24,000 monthly, and then they would be spending like $162 like on pads annually, and then 2,000, almost like 2,500 for like a phone bill, when they need service and stuff, and then for personal care it's like 620. And I wanted to comment that a full-time minimum wage worker in California makes 29,000. So comparing to all these expenses, that's not 29,000. That's way more. So this leaves the students with almost nothing to spend, like phone bills, personal care, pads, and etc. So if we look at aid, at College of the Canyons, there's a promise program that pays for your 2 years of college expenses, if you are in a good standing or 2.5 GPA. So let's imagine that a student is only able to keep up with 1 year and they fail to meet a 2.5 GPA. So we're looking at least like $1,000 in classes if they want to be a full-time student and finish their major. They also have to work a full-time job in order to pay for these classes, as well as buy food, gas, for girls, period products and shampoo and like anything for hygiene. So we can see how balancing work, school, and life is really stressful when money's so tight, which gave me my reason to my solution. You can let's go to the A side. That was fine. Yeah. So my solution was to donate pads, tampons, and shampoos to College of the Canyons, the Basic Needs Center, which is the bank. The center it provides enrolled students actually, with housing assistance, CalFresh, and medical sign-up assistance, as well as free food vouchers, clothing, personal hygiene items, period products, and grab-and-go foods. Their main suppliers are Ralph's, Salvation Army, and Bevmo. They're located in Valencia campus and then in the ASG office in the Canyon Country campus. And Sarah Cox told me that about 100 students a day come to the bank for food and 50 come for hygiene products. Okay, so donating pads and hygiene products to the bank is beneficial for the center because they really get donations from the community in terms of like period products and hygiene products. This was informed to me by Sarah Cox, the director of the bank, and a front office assistant when I donated, that Ralph, Salvation Army, and Bevmo, which is their only centers that supply like their foods and stuff, they never donate any like hygiene products or period products, so they have to buy that out of their pocket. One thing that I wanted to add is that this was told to me by the front office assistant, that there will be times where Ralph's, Bevmo, or you know like the centers that donate foods to them, they will have times where they don't have enough food to donate to the center, so this doesn't increase their supply, you know, like for a few weeks, which is really saddening because, as you can see, like a lot of students a day come to pick up foods. So what I did is donate products to the center because they rarely get donations either way, so you know it helped them increase their supply. You can go to slide 11. Oh yeah, sorry. I wanted to explain how much it is for a pack of tampons and a pack of pads. So as you can see, it's very costly for somebody who, you know, needs to buy a meal also like the same day. Okay, so I donated and I did my research with Gasal. We both focused on homelessness and like among women and like period products. Working with another person that focused on the same topic as me helped me share my own ideas and made my research more easier. So I donated, sorry, I think it's that one right there. Yeah, okay. I donated $30 worth of pads and tampons and then $60 worth of shampoos. They were on separate days. At the College of the Canyons Basic Needs Center in Valencia. This is because the center is the main center which most students know about, and it was the one that was closest to me. My goal was to give back to my community and give students more hygiene and sanitary pads to bring back with them. The challenge I faced was to not have like enough money to give them like a huge amount of like donations of pads or shampoos. But either way, I just wanted to help a female student like me who depends on pads and tampons, knowing how like costly they are. And what now? We can go to the work down. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah. So the donation outcome, I just wanted to say that the office assistant really appreciated my donation, even though it was like a little amount. They even asked me for my email because they sent out thank you cards to the people that donate. Yeah. So now that I know that homelessness can happen to anybody, it felt amazing just to donate to a center where people like me, college students, receive help for food, clothes, and housing. What could make the project better is being able to find a way to like give money to the bank or donating you know, enough hygiene products or shampoos, because they rarely get these from the center, from Whole Foods or Bevmo anyways. So what now? I encourage everybody to lend a helping hand to those in need. The next time you see an individual holding a cardboard sign asking for money or food, like just buy them a meal or give them money. If you see a homeless woman on the street, maybe buy her some personal hygiene items. I encourage you guys to volunteer to homeless shelters because these centers depend on volunteers in order to fulfill their services successfully. And finally, donate to the Basic Needs Center or Bridge to Home, or anywhere that helps people with the basic necessities. One needs to stay clean and comfortable. Thank you.